What made the entire kitchen stop cooking when a customer brought their dish back? I heard a scream that made the entire restaurant go quiet and put me out of a job. It started out as a normal Saturday night. I've been serving at the fanciest restaurant in my town for 2 years and thought I'd seen everything rich people could complain about. The couple at table 7 seemed perfect when I took their order. The woman had this gorgeous red dress and kept laughing at everything her date said. He ordered the salmon special and she got our signature truffle pasta. I was heading to their table with both plates balanced on my arms when Damon intercepted me near the kitchen doors. Damon had started working here 3 months ago and always acted weird around the female servers. He grabbed the plates from me before I could protest. I got this one. Table 7's on my way anyway. That should have been my first red flag since table 7 wasn't on the way to anywhere except the bathroom. But Saturday nights were crazy busy and I had 4 other tables waiting, so I just shrugged and let him take it. About 30 seconds later, I heard this blood-curdling scream from across the dining room. Not a little gasp or an angry shout, but a full-on horror movie scream. Every head in the restaurant turned toward table 7 where the woman in the red dress was standing up with her hands over her mouth. I rushed over thinking maybe she'd found a hair or a piece of plastic in her food. Normal stuff that we could fix with a computer and an apology. But when I got there, she had her cloth napkin thrown over her entire plate and her face was white as our tablecloths. "Take this back to your kitchen immediately," she said in this shaky voice. "My lawyer will be calling." The man with her was already on his phone, and I could hear him saying something about health inspectors. Other diners were starting to pull out their phones too, and I knew this was about to go viral if I didn't get that plate out of there fast. I grabbed the covered plate and practically ran back to the kitchen. My hands were shaking because in 2 years, I'd never seen a customer react like that. What could possibly be under that napkin that would make someone threaten to sue us into bankruptcy? The head chef was plating a ribeye when I burst through the doors. He took one look at my face and put down his tongs immediately. "What happened?" I set the plate on the counter and slowly lifted the napkin. Then I jumped back so fast I knocked over a container of sauce that splattered across the floor. Right there on top of the truffle pasta was a human turd. Not a small one either. Someone had deliberately defecated on this woman's expensive pasta dish. The entire kitchen went silent. Every single cook stopped what they were doing. Pans started smoking on the stove because nobody was stirring them. The head chef's face went from confusion to rage to complete shock in about 3 seconds. "Who did this?" he roared so loud that I'm pretty sure the dining room heard it. That's when it hit me. Damon had taken the plates. Damon who always acted strange around women. Damon who wasn't anywhere in the dining room when I'd run back to the kitchen with the contaminated dish. I found him in the alley behind the restaurant, but he wasn't alone. The man from table 7 had him pinned against the dumpster, and Damon's nose was bleeding all over his white server shirt. 2 other male customers were standing there, making sure Damon didn't run away. "This psycho used to date my girlfriend," the man explained when he saw me. "Abby broke up with him 8 months ago, and he's been stalking her ever since." Damon was crying and trying to explain, but nothing he said made sense. He kept saying he couldn't believe Abby had moved on so fast, that she was supposed to be miserable without him. The police showed up 10 minutes later and arrested Damon for food tampering and stalking. The health department arrived right after and shut us down immediately. Turns out putting human waste on someone's food is a serious health code violation, even if a psycho ex-boyfriend does it on purpose. The security footage showed everything. Damon taking the plates from me, then ducking into the employee bathroom. Him coming out 2 minutes later looking sweaty and nervous. Him placing the contaminated plate in front of his ex-girlfriend with this sick smile on his face. The restaurant never reopened. Now, the head chef works at a Motha effing Olive Garden.